So I know you ended up having a conversation with Big Pun about how to rob, right? Because
It's like small. Yeah.
like, what was that conversation like and Pun's reaction?
He was a little upset. You know what I'm saying? But again, that dude was, phenomenal. So I think he brushed it off his shoulder. But a lot of people were upset just because they weren't used to their names being mentioned on records. We're the most egotistical, genre
That's
where we can
facts.
talk about everybody else, but we can't be talked about. I think that was a shock to hear all of these names on one record from a person that was brand new and was no punk and didn't give a fuck. And then to have D. Angeletti, who had just made all these hit records, kind of co-sign it with people I work with was kind of a shock to the system of people. But again, that's why I said the smart ones realized it and took it. So Jay-Z ended up, spanking them right back. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
people just, see what it is and embrace it, but plan for it. Okay. Other people, but then I had people say, yo, why he ain't mention my name? Why he ain't tell me it would have been nice to be like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, you get it,
So then there were people that were upset that they felt they were
that they
worthy.
didn't get
They were
mentioned.
worthy of
Yeah,
being
because
mentioned.
it's iconic to be brought up in that sense. You may not like the context of what he's saying, but it was genius. So of course you want to be a part of that.
I bet you those people are happy now that he's super successful and he was mentioned back then. He mentioned you back then.
Right.
So I'm a little surprised that Pun felt the way because Pun is such a lyrical genius that I felt like he would get it,
I don't think that he didn't get it. I just think the line itself, Missy with the hot dog, it's what was said. You know what I'm saying? Certain things were softer than others. Stevie J didn't like the line, but he got it. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't like it. Nobody likes to be mentioned in a bad light. Nobody. But I came saying, hey, listen, come on, man. Like, I'm not gonna ruin my career for this fucking record right here. You know what I mean? So it was in jest. So take it as such. If not, then see what I see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Pun later on went on to respond to 50 on his song My Turn, right? He said to the 50 Cent rapper, haha, real funny, basically. Did you have a relationship with Pun or was it just more of like, a few interactions?
Few interactions. We made the Benzino remix together. So, I knew Sean C because Sean C was one of the A&Rs at Loud Records. So, that's kind of how we connected, but I didn't really have a relationship with him like that. No.
But you're half Puerto Rican, right? On your mom's side?
Yes.
So
yes.
For you at that point, we hadn't really seen any Boricuas come up to that level of success yet, right? To see somebody do what Pun was doing. Would you say?
MC wise,
right? MC wise.
Yeah, MC wise.
What was that like for you to watch him come up like that?
I mean, all of them.
Terror Squad.
The Terror Squad. Come on, Dot. It's the two Spanish dudes. They on my album. Come on, Dot. I feel bad right now. The Beat Nuts.
Oh yeah, the Beat Nuts. Yep.
Cypress Hill. So the representation was always there. It's just sporadic. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't enough. But I listen. Anybody doing their thing, white, black, Spanish, indifferent, Asian, whatever. I respect it because this is a hard field. This is a gladiator sport. So if you're able to stand out in whatever form you're able to stand out and maintain it, I respect you. I ain't gotta like it, but I respect it.
That's one thing that I really appreciate that I've seen in your interviews. You make that distinction there. You're like, I respect that you doing your thing. Doesn't mean that I have to like it. Doesn't mean it's my style necessarily, but I can show you respect that, you putting in the work.
Oh, absolutely. There's shit from my era that I didn't listen to. And I'm sure there's people that don't listen to some of my shit. All my shit ain't hot.
Right.
But there's no reason to be disrespectful about it. There's no reason to shame a generation because they're not doing what we did or the way we did it. We didn't do it the way the 70s and 80s artists did it, and they didn't do it the way the 50s and 40s, So just let them have a moment. I'm just a sheer I'm just a sheer person that understands. I got to see 50 years of hip hop. God willing, we get to see 50 more. Probably none of us will be around here to see another 50 more. But just think about where we'll be. So instead of criticizing them, let's help them build. So that way, this thing of ours is still around.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Did you ever get a chance to produce any songs for Pun?
yeah. The Benzino remix with Pun and
Right,
Cardan
right.
and I think Mace was on one of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I did a Benzino remix. Me and Kanye.